Hey everybody, it's me Chris again. Welcome back to Giovanna Family Recipes, where I teach you how to be a great home cook like me. You got to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make a really outstanding grilled chicken recipe. And it's going to be for you. It's going to be a game-changing recipe for you, because from this one grilled chicken recipe you can make endless amounts of different dishes, sandwiches, for yourself, especially during the week. It's very convenient. So let me show you what I got. I got some boneless, skinless chicken breast here. I cleaned it. I'm just letting it drain in my strainer. All right, I'm gonna slice it, and I want to pound it out a little bit thin, not too thin. Just want to even it out. But before I do that, I'll show you my trick. Whenever I use the meat tenderizer, just take a piece of plastic and I wrap it. Oh, stuck to my bowl there. Gonna wrap this up, and I don't have to worry about cleaning it later or contamination. So set that aside. Grab one of these chicken breasts, and I'm just looking for the fat. There's not much fat here. These corners can get chewy. I'm just going to cut that little piece out. Piece of fat there, and piece of fat there. And I got a really nice sharp knife here. This piece can come off. Okay, get rid of that. And I'm just going to slice. This is a smaller one. I'm just going to cut it in half. Just watch your fingers. Just feel the knife go through about the middle of the cutlet. And I got 2 cutlets, and I'm just going to pound it out a little thin. I'm going to finish the rest of the chicken and get cleaned up here, and then I'll show you how we make the marinade. Okay, so I got my chicken sliced in the bowl. It's ready to go. And you notice when I cut my chicken, I was using that plastic white board. That's my chicken board. I always use the same board for chicken, and I always use a hard plastic board that I know I can clean really well. I never put it on my wood board because it could soak up some of that liquid, some of that bacteria. So I would just recommend, if you're cleaning chicken, get yourself a nice plastic board that you use just for your chicken. And also, you notice I cleaned up everything, the whole mess from the chicken. Ready for the next step. It's very important when you're cooking at home, I think, to clean as you go. Stay clean and organized, and then at the end you're not left with a big giant mess to clean up. I think that discourages people sometimes from cooking. So the chicken's ready. I'll show you how we're going to make the marinade. So what I got here, this is some fresh thyme. I love fresh thyme. And this looks like a lot, but we're not going to take it off the stems. We're going to just leave it whole, so it's not going to be as pungent. And what I do here is I just take the back of my chef knife and pound it, and I'm breaking up some of the stems and the leaves, and that's going to release the essential oils in this herb, and it's going to really perfume the chicken and give it a really good flavor. I'm just putting the whole thing in, and then whatever's left here on the board I'll scoop up with my knife. You don't need to worry about taking it off the stems. And if you could smell this, I mean, it just smells unbelievable. All right, I got my lemon here. I'm gonna roll that just to get the juices going. Cut it in half and squeeze. I'll just use my fingers here to catch any seeds. But I'm gonna squeeze this whole lemon in there. And you make sure you don't get the seeds. See, I caught them. I'll just put them on my dish there. Get the other half. If you have a lemon juicer, I usually do. I don't know where it is, but you could use that too. Or you could just catch it like I did here and let the juice fall through your fingers. And the lemon is going to give it a really nice flavor. Okay, so we got that. Let me just wipe my hands. I got here some kosher salt. I always use kosher salt. Not too much. You don't want to kill it with salt, because with this grilled chicken, usually you're putting it into another dish, and you're going to add additional flavors. My fresh cracked black pepper. I like a lot of pepper. I got a little bit of Italian seasoning. This is a really good Tuscan style gourmet Italian seasoning. Put some of that in there. Maybe a teaspoon and a half. A little bit of garlic powder. And then some extra virgin olive oil. Maybe a tablespoon and a little extra. And then I'm just going to toss this really well, cover it with plastic, and I'm going to let it marinate in the fridge for just an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and I'm going to take it out a half hour before I'm ready to cook it. Do not marinate it for longer than that, because believe it or not, the acid from the lemon juice will start to cook your chicken. So you maximum 2 hours, I would say, in the refrigerator, and then we'll be ready to grill it. So my chicken sat in the fridge for about an hour. I took it out about 20 minutes before I was ready to cook it. And I recommend any type of meat that you have in the refrigerator, if it's ice cold, take it out, let it warm up for about at least 20 minutes, half hour to take the chill off. You get a much better cook on any kind of meat, steak, chicken, it doesn't matter. So that's what we got here. I got my pan. This is just a non-stick grill pan. It's already heated up. It's pretty hot. I'm going to put a little non-stick spray here because we already got a little olive oil on the chicken, so I don't need much. And then with this chicken, we don't want to cook these thyme leaves, the stems, so I'm just going to put them on the side. I'm going to take out my pieces and just lay them in the pan. And you can hear a nice sizzle. It's pretty hot. You want to cook it on medium-high heat. You got to be careful you don't smoke out the house, though. You don't want it too hot. You just got to watch your temperature. I'm going to lay these all in, spread them in a nice even layer, and cook them about 4 minutes per side. I want to make sure that they're completely cooked through. You can never undercook chicken. So after about 4 minutes, when I put my chicken in, by the way, I turn the heat up to almost high because the cold chicken will will cool down the pan. And you can take a look and see it's ready to be flipped. And I gotta tell you, the smell from the lemon juice combined with that fresh thyme is just unbelievable in the kitchen. I mean, it smells literally, it's like a perfume, a culinary perfume. It smells so good in here. And look how nice my chicken looks. I'll give that a flip. Looks awesome. Now at this point, once I flip my chicken, these tongs has raw chicken on them. I don't want to use them like that again. So once I give it that flip, I'm going to wash the tongs in the bowl so that when it's cooked, completely cooked, I got clean tongs to take it out with so I don't get any contamination. Alright, so my chicken looks done. I actually flipped it over a couple times just to make sure both sides were nice and brown and evenly cooked. So I'm going to take this out of the pan. I'll put it on the side. This little piece I'll use to taste. And it really looks good. It smells really incredible. Now, even though I used a non-stick pan, when you do this, you're gonna get some stuff on the pan. One of the ways to make it easier to clean is to basically deglaze the pan. So what I do while it's still really piping hot, I just put it in the sink and run some cold water in there. And that'll take all the stuff off of it for you. Watch how much comes up. And make it, see, that makes it a heck of a lot easier to clean. Alright, so my chicken's cooled a little bit so I can handle it. I just want to show you what I do. These are just sandwich bags. You get a box of, I think they come like 500 to a bag for like $2. And basically what I do is I put 2 cutlets in, usually one for me, one for my wife. Let me wipe my hands. Okay, I'm gonna make sure these aren't fully cooled yet, but you want to make sure they're fully cooled, nice and cold, and then just get the air out of them. And then you're gonna zip up your bag. Okay. And then I take these and put them right in the freezer. And this thing is so versatile of a recipe. It comes out of the freezer, you pop it in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes, turn it over, heat it evenly for about another minute, slice it up, cube it up, and I use it for a whole number of different recipes, mostly for chicken salads, quesadillas, sandwiches, paninis. You can put it in a pasta dish. I mean, there's endless amounts of things that you can do with this grilled chicken. So, and it's really, really delicious. Let me try a piece. Really, really flavorful. Tuscan style grilled chicken. You gotta try it out. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you next time.